In Space Lane Trader, 1 to 8 players take control of their own cargo ships and attempt to make a fortune buying and selling a variety of goods. As they zip around the Federation, players can upgrade their ships, buy new ships, and engage in combat to steal valuable cargo and debris from other players. Throughout the game, players will gain XP through event cards that will help them upgrade their personal skills as well. Should you be buying what Space Lane Trader has to offer? Join us at the table as we help you hedge your pledge.
Hey, welcome to How It Plays. I'm your host, Anthony.
And I'm Francis, and this is Hedge Your Pledge. So this is a segment where we help you make informed decisions about the games you're looking to back.
All right, so today we are going to show you how Space Lane Trader plays.
Yes, we are.
All right. So, Space Lane Trader is a trading game in
Sure
space.
is. Yes. Pick up and delivery.
Pick up and delivery at its core with some RPG elements and a pretty neat little universe to traverse in.
Yes.
So if you take a look at the table, we're going to show you these are all prototype components as per most Kickstarter games.
Yes.
But they're pretty good quality, as you can see. So we have a board set up with sort of the lay of the land in space. And we are each taking the role of a different sort of space captain, if you will, that are like proficient in certain things.
Right. You can picture us kind of flying around in our own cargo transport ships.
Yes, exactly. So it's kind of like Firefly, but
Yeah.
they're probably small ones, because we were playing with the smallest one, and I'll show you that as part of our
Yeah.
setup. So what we've done for a 2-player game, though, is cover up a handful of planets.
Probably half,
1, 2, 3,
actually.
4, 5, 6
Yeah.
of the planets. I believe there may be
There are 6 left.
7.
Yeah.
So
8. 1, yeah.
8. So a little less than half.
Yeah.
We were covering up, they're not in place, so that's to tighten the board up. Any planet you see on this board with these white cubes, those are cubes that represent goods that we're going to go and try to, purchase and deliver somewhere else that's going to buy it at a much higher premium.
Right.
Up here you've got a market demand board, and I've removed any tokens that were on planets that have been blocked off, because in this game we're not going to be able to interact at all with those planets.
Right.
And I've set all of the multipliers. So this is demand multiplier.
Yeah.
I set them all to 1.
Right.
So it's just a 1 times multiplier. We've drawn 3 demand cards out of the event decks to basically drive the market.
Yeah, and unfortunately we've drawn 3 low demand cards, so it's always more exciting when you have something that's in high demand. But that just means that those high demand cards for those items are actually buried in those decks.
Somewhere in those event decks.
That could change things as we go.
Exactly. So we've each got our player board,
Yes.
which shows all of our 4 areas of proficiency that we're going to be leveling up skills in, and our ships. Now, these boards are dual-sided, and either side is eligible for the scenario we're playing,
Right.
Which is basically just a beginner scenario that you can only fly this cargo transport class ship, and it could be either the Aegis, the Aegir, or the what is it?
The Hyperion,
Hyperion.
MK4.
MK4, and each ship has its strengths and
I guess that's
weaknesses.
Mark 4.
That would be Mark 4, probably the 4th version of that ship. But in this version, we're not allowed to buy any upgraded ships, because there are bigger transport
However, we
vessels.
can buy upgrades to our ship.
To our ship, as long as we can equip it. And we'll go through that in a little bit as well. So we've each chosen a different side. So like I said, I took the Aegir Mark II.
Yep.
Big differences are, and I'll cover that really quick, I have a speed of 4, which means that I can only move 4 spaces at a time on my turn. Attack and defense, we're close, and I have a 10-9,
Yeah.
you have a 10-10.
Yeah.
I do have 3 cargo slots.
Right, and I only have 2, which
you
means I
two.
can only ever pick up 2 pieces of cargo.
But your speed is...
As 8.
8,
so I
which
can
is
move 8
twice that
segments.
of mine.
Super
However,
fast.
there's one caveat. When you look at the special rules for each ship, mine has certain awkward design flaws but due to its design, the ship may enter up to 2 planet spaces each turn, which means I can go land on 2 different planets in my turn.
Right.
Whereas...
Yes, where mine, due to my design, the ship can only enter up to 1 planet space on each turn. And to clarify, as you watch us play, entering a planet space, it does not include flying over the orbit of the planet.
Correct.
It means actually landing on the planet, drawing an event card, all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, so that will actually, it'll limit me to buying or selling on a turn, not maybe doing both, which
Correct. Well, you
might be able
could
to do.
probably sell and buy to the same planet you land on, but you're not going to pick up from one planet
Right,
and drop
exactly.
it off on another
Yeah.
one. And I may not either because I don't fly far enough
Exactly,
to do that.
right. That's all about balance,
But
right?
in this game, you can upgrade your ship, so I can also upgrade one of each type of component, where you actually have 2 limitations on those.
Correct.
Down here is the equipment offer, where we can buy upgrades at any planet that has a market, which is a little symbol here you might not be able to see, or a ship repair facility. But of course that one's closed off, so it would probably be that one. So we could buy these items, they're all listed at their cost. And you could equip them on your ship. I started the game with $50,000.
Yes. And I also started with 50,000, but an extra 10,000. We didn't go over who our characters are thematically because they're on the other sides of these boards.
Yeah.
But my character started with 3 XP, and I could assign that to either piloting, combat, or trade, or only one. So I elected to assign all of them to my trade skill. And what happens on these player boards is that once you level up to the 1, 2, 3, or 4, you get to take advantage of the bonus, which is listed very, very tiny here, and you probably can't see it.
Yep.
The 2 on my trade being that I can take 10,000 credits.
Okay. And you did.
And I did.
She did.
Sure did.
So I didn't get any of those. My character is an engineer.
Okay.
So we'll go over that real quick.
Yeah.
So, I could either, I could level up piloting, I could level up my combat, so it's going to make your ship go faster, make your guns better. I can level up trade, which will get me money, increase my cargo capacity. But as a special, as I level up, I can start ignoring certain engineering type events that come out.
Okay, yeah.
I can increase my cargo capacity. I can do some things with extra upgrades and messing around with weight and capacity.
Right.
And do engineering type stuff.
Yes. Yeah, and my character is the preacher. So I can ignore effects of like shady organization events.
Oh, that's good.
Which is pretty good.
They have no effect on you.
And they have no effect on me, and I get to do some other stuff with credits and money and whatnot. So
Cool.
we'll see.
So that's really the setup. We've got 2 event decks, a yellow and a green, and they apply to each specific planet type.
Right.
So you've got the green planets, you've got the yellow planets. Yellow planets are a little less law-abiding, where the greens are very safe.
Yeah.
So you're going to find more interesting things that happen in the yellow planets. The yellow planets also carry goods that are typically more expensive.
Right.
Then they're a little further out. They're kind of like the border planets or the fringe planets, right?
Yeah.
So
I think we should probably go over just very briefly how we're going to win this game.
Okay.
And also what you're going to see us doing, because there's really only one thing we're going to be doing, that's buying and selling for the most part. But the winner of the game, this is really a race. We have set the limit to 300,000, so we are racing to 300,000 credits.
Yep.
If you want to play a longer game,
yeah,
just
300,000 is
more
a short version.
this is kind of the short game to give you an
we're going to
idea
get down and dirty
how it plays.
and just show you what's
Yes.
going on.
Every planet in this solar system segment here sells I should say almost every planet sells a certain good. If they sell goods, they're only selling one of them. Most of these planets too are going to want to buy goods, right? Actually, I think all of them are going to want to buy goods. Some want to buy one thing, some want to buy 2. It's a little bit confusing on the board if you can read it, because we have sell and then we have buy, where you would think it would be switched, but this is really about what the planet is selling and what the planet is buying. So we're going to be buying what they're selling and then taking it somewhere where somebody else wants to buy what we're selling.
Yes, and there's a lot of different types of goods, but like we said, we closed off some planets, so there are some goods that won't be actually in circulation for this game.
Yeah.
So, but otherwise,
I think that pretty much covers it.
that covers that part. So on your turn, you're going to do a series of actions, right?
Yes.
So basically, you can move. You could interact with the planet. You can do whatever you want.
Right.
You can do all of those actions until you can't do anymore.
Right.
Because
you really are limited.
Yeah, you're gonna run out of cargo room, and you're gonna run out of basically moves
Or money.
or money. So one of those 3 things are gonna happen. So you can't. It's not like you can just run around all over the place. So you do get to do a lot of things on your turn, but there are limitations to that. So you're gonna take your move, you can take your turn. We're gonna manipulate certain things, but the big rule is every time you land on a planet, you draw an event card. That's the main rule. Everything else you can just buy and sell at your will.
Yep.
And you just decide where you want to go.
Yeah. I think the rest we can probably explain as we play.
I think so.
I'm ready to jump in.
All right, so you are player 1. She starts in the solar system just because that's where we all start. However, the engineer gets to start at any planet that has a repair facility or shipyard. So that was either here or here, that repair facility up there. So that's what I chose. But that's it. You're going to go first, and we'll kick this off.
All right. Okay.
So where are you heading?
I know exactly where I'm heading.
Okay.
All right. So again, this is what's interesting about this game is that we're traversing the space lanes, right? So instead of hopping from planet to planet for our moves, we're actually going to be traversing these segments. So I'm going to go 1, skip the planet, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to land on this yellow planet. So I'm going to first draw an event card. It's a yellow planet, so I'm going to draw a yellow card. It's a market situation. High demand. Wow. Oh my goodness. Entering the local market at the station, you're delighted to find that the goods you're carrying are even in higher demand than you thought. The brokers are almost fighting to get your attention and sell goods to them. After some negotiation, you manage to walk away. Increase your profit by 7,000 credits per good sold. Unfortunately, I have no goods to sell.
Probably not the best
so
time
I'm
to pull
doing
that card.
No deals. But each of these are going to have a few icons on them that are important. First, you're going to gain XP for running into these events. And second, some of these cards are going to have this little symbol on them. When you buy goods, which I will be doing on this turn, you need to have a permit to purchase those goods. If you don't have a permit, you can purchase them as kind of illegal cargo.
Smuggle.
Yes, you're smuggling them. And if you were to ever pull a card like this and you have illegal goods,
if anybody pulls a card like that, actually,
bad things
that
happen.
just has to get pulled from an event.
Right.
That means customs, and customs found it, and you lose it. So you don't want to do that.
I do get 2 XP. I am going to up that, and I need to do this. I need to go 1, 2.
Okay.
Yeah, because I need to get my cargo up. Okay, so I'm going to buy first a permit for liquid methane.
Okay, so depending on the color of the planet, that will determine
The cost.
the cost of the permit.
Yes.
And you are on a yellow planet, so the cost is $7,000.
Yeah.
On a green, it is $3,000.
Yeah. So that's going to be, I'm going to get change of 3,000, but you can keep it because I'm going to buy.
You filthy animal.
I'm going to buy two cargo of liquid methane. I don't know what the measure of liquid methane should be. 2
units. We'll call
units.
them units.
Okay,
Yeah.
That works. That works for me. It's like gallons.
All right. So just thinking logistically, they cannot see that.
You guys can't see this. I'll put this up here
Yep.
because we can only have a limited number of trade routes.
4. You're allowed to have 4 trade route permits.
Now again, we're dealing with cubes here, so it's another one of those games where wherever the cubes are kind of tells you what the stuff is. So this is liquid methane because it's sitting on my liquid methane permit. Okay.
Well, you owe me more than $3. Right?
I owe you 6. Yes. So.
It costs how much a piece?
3.
Okay.
There you go.
And I will. Well, you gave me 3, so you owe me 3 more.
Yeah. So I need 7 back.
Okay. That was a weird transaction.
Well, it was like you had 3 left over, so I was like, just keep it.
All right.
You know.
Very well. All right. So what else are you gonna do? There are no weapon equipment facilities or markets on this planet, so you can't do any of that.
Right. Yeah. So I am probably going to just leave this planet then.
Okay.
Now I have a movement of 8, and I know I started here, so I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to land on the planet. 6, 7, 8. So I can start heading back.
Can break up your move like that.
And I will head back.
All right. So that ends your turn.
That's it.
All right. Now it's my turn. So I am gonna buy a permit right off the bat. I'm already in dock. I'm gonna buy a permit for lumber because I want to haul lumber like an ice road trucker. And
I hope not. That's very scary.
it is scary, right? So I bought an exotic wood permit. It's going to cost me 7 large. But I'm also going to buy some. I'm going to get some wood. All right. So how much? How much is it?
It's 9,000 credits per.
So it's 18,000. So I'll pay 20 in, get 2 change, and I'm good. I am at the equipment shop, so I'm going to load up. Hold on, let me load up 2 of these. Now, when the cubes are gone, they're out. Like they only have so much supply. So there are some items here. I've got 25,000 left, and that is some of the cheapest stuff here. But this speed upgrade is improved thrusters for for 1,000.
Yes.
I'm sorry, for 25,000, and it gives me a +1 speed. I'm gonna buy them with the rest of my money.
One note about the ships that we are using, these cargo transports, they can only have 1 speed upgrade.
Yep. Yeah, mine can only have one of every type.
And
as well.
and another thing I don't think we mentioned is that you can see all your green lights are lit up, meaning you can attach any of those upgrades.
Yep.
I have limitations. I cannot attach like this certain cargo bay.
Yeah, cargo,
right?
storage.
And the propulsion.
And propulsion.
So I have to get my cargo other ways.
I can. This is a propulsion item, so what you have to adjust now is got a 2 power consumption, and it weighs 3 tons.
Right.
So you have to push these meters up to measure, because my capacity is 10 and 10 for power and weight.
Right, yes,
So
as is mine.
as you start putting equipment on, it's going to start taxing your ship's resources, so you obviously can only equip so much.
Right.
But now my speed is 5 instead of 4.
Okay.
Now I'm broke. So
Better sell that wood.
who's buying wood now? So what we're looking for is something on the right side of the planet who actually wants to buy it. So we've got one up here who will buy it for 25,000 versus 24,000. I think it's worth going up top. So remember, I have movement of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and land just enough.
That's good.
To land on top of all those cubes.
Ruined all the cubes.
So this is because my ship is of awkward design. It doesn't come into play here because that would be the first planet I technically landed on this turn. But I do get a yellow card.
Okay.
So let's see what my event is. And these are private.
Yes, that's why I'm like.
For the most part, they're not. But if it does, it'll tell you, read this to yourself. Yeah. But it's a mechanical failure. An engineering event. I, as an engineer, can completely ignore this.
Okay, good.
Because there's no mechanical failures on my ship. So I don't have to worry about that. But I do get the 2 experience. So I will take those. What I'll probably do, I'm going to go up 2 in trade. Now, for the first one, I get to take 10,000 credits. For the one again, I get another 10,000 credits every time I hit the 1. And when I hit the 2, I'll start to receive 3,000 credits more for each cargo sold for the rest of the game.
Yes.
I become a better trader.
Right.
So that is the end of my turn.
Oh, actually, you know what? I need to take my extra 6,000 credits because I had already passed that when I took my... Oh, wait, I didn't sell my stuff yet. Never mind. Everyone just ignore that.
I'm like, did I miss a whole round there? I must have fell asleep.
I'm thinking ahead.
Between the last 2 rounds, but that's cool. Okay, so my turn is now over. We are going to do the cleanup, right?
Yeah.
So basically, for cleanup, we're going to go ahead and all of the prices go up 1 notch.
Yes.
Right? So they're all, most of them are still, pretty much all of them are going to still be at 1, but they're getting a little bit closer to
that 1.5 multiplier.
To the good spot. So, what? Oh, I'm a fool.
Why? Oh, you sold now.
No, I didn't sell yet. Like, I forgot to sell. I don't know, because I'm dumb. I'm going to sell my wood. That's why I came here.
Yeah, I was
to sell my 2 wood. So my turn's not over. Okay, so I'm going to sell 2 of these. And what you do is you take the price of the wood. Is 25,000. So times 2 is 50,000. But the multiplier is still 1.
Right.
So it's only worth 50,000. But it's 50,000.
Yeah, it's still 50,000.
Yeah,
good.
so I'll take 50 large from the stash. Sold my 2 wood. However, wood, no matter where it's at, now goes to 1. So if it was up to like towards the end, it gets reset anyway.
Yeah.
Wood is not one of the low demand, so it doesn't matter. But that's it. So now we're going to do cleanup. Now we bring everybody up 1 notch. So like wood now starts at 1.
Right.
Everybody else, except for plants and oil and steel, stay. Because the event is low demand. So that low demand trumps everything else.
Right. And you will notice, like, I know some of you are probably thinking to yourself, well, why aren't we using the demand board when we're buying? Because I know we thought the same thing. And we checked with the designer and publisher, and they chose, after playtesting, I guess, not to only use the demand board for selling back.
Not buying. So buying
we were
doesn't
kind of like
affect
thematically like, that doesn't really make sense, but I'm sure there's a reason.
But you could probably, because then the whole game would be manipulating the pricing. And
yeah, which I think is what they did not intend to do. So
I know for a fact we don't enjoy that.
Yeah, not with 2 people.
No. So that goes, the 2 far rights get knocked off.
Okay.
Those all slide down and 2 more come out. The demands stay. in play. They will be replaced in the event deck.
Right.
So as we go through, some of those things will happen. So we now go to turn number 2. We go to turn order determination now. The person with the least amount of money on hand goes first.
10, 20, 30, 40.
46.
46.
And I've got 70.
Right.
So you go first.
Okay.
So you can lead us off.
So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep. And remember, only count the planets in movement if you're going to stop there.
Correct.
Otherwise, just skip over them. And that's in the book. So if you think that's weird, it's just how it is.
Yes. Ooh. Oh, I can't read this card out loud.
Does it say not to?
Sorry, guys. Yes, it's like underlined in bold. Don't read this card out loud.
Okay.
Okay. But I'll take a picture of it.
All right. We'll put the card up on screen so you can all read along with her. And I'll just sit by awkwardly and wait.
Oh. Wow. Okay. That's
Wow.
interesting. Wow. Okay. I kind of wanted. It doesn't have XP on it. I was kind of hoping whatever it was had XP, but it doesn't. So. Okay. Anyway.
That's unfortunate. All right. So you're at this
so
planet
I'm here.
now. What are you going to do?
I am going to sell.
All right. You are selling liquid methane?
I'm selling liquid methane.
43,000.
Sure am.
So that's $86,000?
Except it's also going to be plus 6,000 because I get 3,000 credits more for each cargo sold.
So 86,000 plus 6,000 is $92,000. Do you have $8? And I'll give you 100.
I have 10.
All right. And I'll give you 2 back. And we're good.
Wait. No, we're not. I don't do math.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's not right.
There you go. And you just drove the price
Down.
of, what is that?
Liquid methane.
Methane goes back all the way to 0.
It's appropriate.
Actually, this wood here would have gotten pushed down too.
Yes, it would.
It's not just the planet. I think all of them get pushed down. No, I think it might be just the planet.
It's just
right?
the planet,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Where did I sell it? I sold it on Procyon.
You sold it on Procyon.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
What else are you gonna do?
I don't know. I didn't really thought about it. I think I will.
Yeah, there's
Well,
more
I
there.
can't do anything else actually because I already moved 8, so I can't really move out of here. I could buy a permit for titanium if I wanted to.
You don't want to haul titanium?
But honestly, I don't know if I want to haul titanium all over the place. Who's buying?
This right here on the way out.
Oh, that's true.
At 23 grand a pop, that's not too bad.
Okay, I'll carry some titanium. Let's do that.
Hey, you're a space lane trader.
I am a space
That's what
lane
you
trader.
do.
I should be taking advantage of all of the pipelines, right?
So how many are you gonna buy?
So, well, I need to buy a permit first because I'm not trying to do this illegally.
Okay, that's
You
a
know me.
$7,000 permit actually.
Here's 7 grand.
7 grand, and you're buying a.
I'm buying a
Titanium.
titanium permits.
All right. Let's see. Here we go. Here's 1 titanium route permit for you.
Perfect. And I will buy 2 titanium because that's all I can afford. So here's 20, give me 4 back because it's 8 each,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, because titanium still has a multiplier of 1
Still, for now.
for now.
Yeah.
If you don't sell it this round, it'll go up.
Yeah. Well, I can't move anywhere, so
Okay.
I'm
So that's it for you?
stuck. Yeah, that's it for me.
All right.
I'm good.
So do I want to buy oil at $4 a barrel? I mean, it's just low demand, so I'm not going to get top dollar for it, but
Yeah.
who's buying it?
Oil?
Yeah, oil.
Ross
Dress for less?
from Friends.
See, that's got like some of the highest profit margin because it's so far.
It does, yeah.
Because you're buying it at $4 a barrel and you're selling it at $28 a barrel.
Right,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
pretty big,
Yeah, it's
pretty
good.
big turn. So or should I buy steel?
For the hydrogen, but we can't. Thing is, like, we can't. They want hydrogen, but we can't access the planet that's selling it, so that's why we can't trade it
Yeah.
in this game.
I'm not loving that, but you know what? I'll take the oil. What's that?
When we did our round, did we? Oh, did we add?
Oh, you know what?
We
On the
needed to
refresh,
add
yeah. I'm sorry,
a
I forgot to do
refresh.
that. So
And here, too.
Yep. So it tells you how many at the beginning of the round. It's like there's a refresh
Yeah.
phase. Yeah. So one is supposed to come in here. It tells you how many you're supposed to repopulate. One comes in here.
I think that was it. No,
down
no,
here,
because I just
two.
bought. I just bought.
Oh, you
these.
just
I
bought those?
Yeah.
Okay. No, we're good.
Yeah, there's just those two.
Just those two. That's kind of like the repopulation of goods. So I think the problem is that oil is really far.
Yeah.
Because the only other place that buys it
But
is
you
this
got a
guy.
speed upgrade, don't you?
For one,
Oh,
I can travel the whole 5.
I don't know. You boost your piloting or something. You take a speed token and everything.
That takes me a while to get up to boost me 1 speed. I need to buy improved.
Thrusters.
I can't. I only have 1.
You can only have 1 speed upgrade on your ship.
I know this is very restricting.
Clunky ships.
And like I said, the closest oil purchaser is down here. So if I were to buy steel, though, where's steel get bought? Ah, nearby. All right, I'll do that. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll pull a green.
Okay.
All right. So market situation. It's an unfavorable market. When you arrive at your destination, you find out that the cargo carrier docked here just a few days ago, carrying the same goods that are in your cargo. I guess he was carrying nothing too. So I would sell any goods at this station at a price 4,000 per good lower than normal. So I don't really have to worry about that because I'm not selling anything here.
Yeah.
So I do get an XP for that, and I will go here, and I'll receive 3,000 more for each cargo sold for the rest of the game.
Cool.
I'm going to buy a steel permit. It's going to cost me only $3 grand.
Okay.
Because I am
Because it's green.
in a green station. So there's my steel trade route permit for $3 grand. And how much is steel?
3,000 credits.
So I'll spend 9,000,
You want 3?
and I will take all 3.
Okay.
There's a 10.
Where is it?
It's right there. Okay.
You got it.
I am loaded up.
Okay.
That was 1, 2, 3, 4. I get one more move. I will push on. Boom. And I am done. So you're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, good, because now everything's going to move up, so we have to
Yeah,
really
yeah,
be
yeah.
considerate of the math. Because even
Right.
though we are buying them at cost, they are still applied.
They're going up.
They're
yeah,
adjusted
so-
by the market, so you will always be,
Yeah.
responsible for that. So
Okay.
let's
move these
reset
up.
the market.
Grab some cubes so we can refill our
I will
stuff here.
refill. So we get 1 up here.
Mm-hmm.
We get 1 more down here. He's back to full. We do get 2 more here where you are, because you never left.
Yeah.
So they're just replenishing. And where am I? And I just bought, so...
You were up here.
Did I bring 1 here?
I
Don't think I did.
so,
Yeah.
no.
All right, there we go. Does mine? Mine should refill too.
Yours should refill.
I
Yeah.
think it's 1 as well. Right? Okay. So we are good there. I'm going to
alright,
push up all the
update
prices.
that.
So wood will go up 1. Plants stay. This goes up 1. That stays up 1. Up 1. 1. 1. 1. Steel stays. That's so terrible. That goes up 1 and that comes up.
Okay.
And that is it. We are in round number 3.
All right.
All right. So how much money do you have? You have 100,000 over there.
100,
Yeah, you're definitely going second this round.
114.
Yeah, that's well more than I have. So I've got some steel burning a hole in my
steel?
cargo bay. So I was here in between these 2 planets.
Oh, you were.
Yeah, I think we pushed this when we were doing the cubes.
I did. I pushed you back because I thought you belonged on that
So
planet.
we'll go. I did not. I was in the space lane. Just gonna fix my guy. What's going on here? All right, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm gonna land on this yellow planet.
All right,
this
ready?
is La Kyle 9352. Market event. Oil is now in demand. I should have bought oil. So oil goes to high
Wow.
demand. So we push the right one off.
This
the
one.
low demand of steel ends.
Okay, that's good.
Push them over, oil comes in. So now...
Well, but oil can't be in high demand and low demand.
Right, they actually negate each other, so they both get pulled.
So they're in just nothing.
They both get pulled, and I believe we have to pull more market cards.
It's never happened before.
Nope. Okay, so now we have to draw. So
now
what color is that?
Now this is a
one?
green, so we're going to draw a green and a yellow.
Yep, so keep drawing from that deck until we get another market card. There we go.
There we go. Okay, low demand for exotic wood.
Okay.
Sorry.
Whoa, that was messed up.
What? I didn't do it on purpose.
At least I'm not carrying any.
I know. Here. High demand for titanium.
Oh, wow.
Titanium steel. Oh, who has titanium?
You.
Oh.
That's so cheap. This feels like it's fixed. All right,
Do you want to shuffle these decks?
Wood, yeah, I will. Wood is now pinned at 1. And titanium is now pinned at 6.
Sure is.
So even if you sell it, and 6 is a 2 times 2 multiplier. So even if you sell it, it doesn't drop. It stays until that card goes away. So these are like outside market influences that are really...
It's because I'm the preacher.
You are the preacher. Your
I'm
shepherd
praying
book.
on this.
Shepherd book. All right, so you did pray. And look at what it's done for you.
Exactly.
Where do I want to go now? I will have to sell my 3 steel.
Sure are.
25.
All right, they're buying it for 25.
So I can only get 75,000 for this. Plus 3
for each, right?
for
Aren't
each.
you there on that?
Yeah, 78,000. 75 plus 9.
Yeah.
So it's 84,000. That's not bad. I could live with that.
It's not bad.
I will live with that. So I will take 50, 60, 70, 80. I'll give $1 in, and we'll take back 5. All right. I wanted to get some of the juicy 1.5, but clearly that wasn't going to happen for me. But where did I sell? At La Kyle? Mm-hmm. All right, I just want to push that off now because this now can be adjusted.
Yes.
Because it's not locked in low.
Right.
It's just when you get low or high, it just it kind of, you have to really think about it.
Yeah.
So that was my 5 moves, and I landed and I sold. I could, and I think I will, buy liquid methane here. So
you're gonna buy a permit? Or
I am gonna buy. I have to buy a permit. No, I'm not doing it illegally. So I will spend 7,000 and just get a permit. I can see if I didn't have enough room for another permit, and I wanted to smuggle something really quick, that would probably be a good idea. But I don't think it's worth it for $7 grand.
Right.
So I'll buy some titanium as well, or whatever this
liquid
is.
methane.
Yeah. What is it?
Whatever I'm buying. It's liquid methane.
And they're selling it for how much?
It's 3,000.
That's so cheap. All right. I will buy 3 of them.
Okay. Here you go. You're
Thank
now
you
in the
so
liquid
much.
methane trade.
I am. Now I'm hauling liquid. Yeah. So my turn's over.
That's it?
It's your turn.
All right. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and land here. And I'm going to draw a green card. Ooh. Okay, so this is a shady organization card. It's the local mafia.
Oh.
After docking, you're approached by a member of the local mafia who demands something extra to refuel and carry out a routine maintenance on your ship. When he pulls out a gun and you give in and pay the man the amount he wants. You lose $4,000 multiplied by the number of the current turn. If you cannot pay, you're forced to take a loan. However, I can ignore these.
Right, because of your character class.
Yeah. Right? Oh, wait, I can't ignore this.
You didn't level it?
Oh, can I level it up now, though?
No.
Because it's 2 XP.
That's after the fact.
Come on.
So how much is it? So we're in turn 3.
Can I, though?
No, what is this?
All right, that's fine. I'll pay the 12,000. I don't care.
It's round 3. How many? Oh, it's 4 times the round?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
This is a hard lesson.
I still think I should have been able to use that 2 XP.
It's just a hard lesson, that's all.
Okay, that's
But now
fine.
you gain the XP, right?
Yeah, I do. I get a 2 XP.
That XP was gained by that whole situation.
Right. So I will bump this up so that never happens again. And I'm also going to bump this up, which permanently increases my cargo to 3.
Oh, that's nice.
It's very nice, because I can't upgrade my cargo any other way.
That is true.
So, okay, cool. Now I'm going to sell my titanium.
Okay.
I have 2 of them. So, some math here.
It's going to be expensive.
So, titanium's at 23, but it is pinned times 2 multiplier, right?
It is.
So, that's going to be 46 times 2.
Yeah. 92.
So 94.
92.
And 92. plus 9. Plus 6. Because of my 3 per.
$98. So give me $2 and I'll give you 100.
Sounds good.
And I need your 2 titanium cubes.
Yes.
So that was just right place at the right time.
Good choices.
Good choice. All right. So what are you going to do?
And now, faster cargo loader, because I am at this place I could like shop for something. Oh, it's so expensive though. Not worth it.
Yeah.
What did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might as well just go 1. Boop.
All right.
Okay.
So that's the end of the round.
End of the round.
End of the round. So now we are going to do cleanup.
Yep.
So let's squash those 2 cards. I will bring out some cubes. So we get 1 here, 1 here, and that's it. You didn't buy anything from anywhere?
I didn't buy anything this round, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we have, wow, all sorts of demand coming on here. So what did I sell?
I don't know. No, you didn't sell anything. You just bought liquid methane.
I didn't sell
you
steel?
sold steel. Yeah, you sold steel. On LaSalle.
LaSalle, where are you? Oh, yeah, I already pushed it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So wood is pinned down.
Yeah.
Plants are pinned down. This electronics is good. Plants are still bad. This goes up 1. This goes up. Hydrogen goes up. Oil is
It's fine. You can go
fine,
up.
so that can go up now. Finally. This one's good. Wood, low, pinned. Steel can finally go up again. And that and that. Wow.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, some new interesting things coming into the mix here.
All right. Cool.
Count your oh, you have more than I do. There's no doubt.
201.
Yeah, I don't even have that.
1,000.
I don't even have 200,000.
All right.
I don't have $200,000. All right, liquid methane. Wow, where do they buy liquid methane?
You have to go all the way over
Are
here.
you kidding me?
No, I'm not
Or
kidding.
here?
Yeah, you could go up there too.
That is a long way to go up there.
It's not an easy job.
It really isn't. I should have never bought liquid methane. Now, you can also sell
bought like all of it.
any good back to any planet at cost, at what you paid for it. Basically.
Right, yeah.
You're not going to get profit. You're going to get costs back for it because there's no demand.
So you could be like, I don't want this taking up my cargo space.
Yep.
I'm giving it back.
Give me my money back.
Yeah.
So I can move 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just going to stay in space.
That's it?
Well, I mean, you know what? I'll land and I'll try to see what the event is.
Okay.
That way, maybe I can push the market. Oh man, long overdue maintenance. Competition in trading business is tough. My ship hasn't been maintained properly. But fortunately, it's an engineering event.
It's so you can ignore it. That's
And
good. You are the guy.
Oh my god, I can't because I didn't put a
You didn't know.
Well, I'm just gonna, you know what? And I did that earlier.
You did that earlier,
yeah,
too.
I didn't even think about
That's
it.
all right.
But I'll just use this 1 XP now and ignore the
Oh,
event.
no, you won't.
So all this does is allows all other players to get a speed token.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go, because I failed to maintain my ship.
Yes.
I'm gonna use that 1 XP to move that up.
Okay. And I'll say these speed tokens come to you face down, right?
Yes.
And then you flip them, and this is a 1. It could be some other stuff.
Right. So you can use 1 of those per turn if you need an extra boost.
You need a boost. All these things are all messed up. Boop.
So I'm done. I can't do anything else.
Okay. So my turn. I'm just gonna do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one of these.
There's another private card.
It's another private card. It's the exact same.
Oh, same private card?
Wait.
Oh, we're on turn 4.
No, this is not the exact same card, actually. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I've landed. The
All right.
eagle has landed. And I'm going to buy liquid methane. There happen to be 2 here. So I will buy 2 for 6,000. I'm gonna need some change though. I need 6,000.
Do you have a?
No, I have a 1.
Okay, so that will give you 4 back. 2, 3, 4. All right.
You gave me, you gave me 5.
Oh, all right. Why'd you give me 100 anyway?
That's all I have is $200 bills,
Okay.
100,000s, and a
Okay,
1,000.
baller. So how much are you spending on me?
I'm only spending
So I need to give you
$6,000.
90,000 back.
I need $94,000 back.
Okay, here's 50. 60, 70, 80, 90.
Thank you.
All right, 94,000. I only have 200s. I'm
Bank.
sorry.
Let's switch banks.
I don't carry small bills.
Oh,
All right, so you bought those
All
two
right, so I
keys.
got these guys.
Fortunately for you, they're still at the $1 rate.
For now.
Yeah.
And then I will. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
You're
That's
good?
it. Yep.
Okay, so I can't do anything
Okay.
because my turn's over.
That's true.
So it is now end of round. Let's clean those up.
All right.
Bring out 1. That's the only thing
1.
missing.
Yeah,
We're pushing all the prices up though.
we are.
Man, oh man. All right, so go ahead. You want to?
Yeah, get rid of these.
Plants. So plants and wood are staying pinned. That's it. Everything else moves.
Okay.
So that's pinned. Titanium's pinned. Okay, 1.5.
Good?
Yeah, so we are good. I'm still going to be player 1 and next round.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to have to start flying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just don't have enough speed to get anywhere.
Even if you did that extra 1.
It wouldn't help.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm drifting.
That's it?
Yeah,
You're adrift.
I'm
You're
adrift.
set adrift.
Your turn.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Shoot
There's
right
2
past me.
ships passing
These ships passing in the night.
with my liquid methane.
With your liquid methane versus my liquid methane. So terrible.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. So I have to draw a card first. So let's see. Oh. Wow. Okay. So this is a market strike. When approaching this station, you find an unusually large amount of cargo ships docked. You quickly find out why when visiting the market area, where you are looking to sell your cargo, which is exactly what I'm doing.
Yes.
The market is closed to both
Oh.
buying and selling at the station due to a strike.
Oh, okay.
If you wish to buy or sell goods here, you must wait until the market reopens. You may not buy or sell goods at the station until the end of the next turn. Buying or selling goods must be the last action you perform during the strike.
So you're
Don't start laughing. Don't you laugh.
Okay. Oh,
Because
you have a
I've
card?
got
Oh.
a card called Dirty Trick. Pulling Strings.
Oh.
And it says, play this card at any time to disregard all the effects, and this is not a customs card, of an event card that you just drew. Positive and negative. If you choose to do this, you still gain XP from the card. It does not affect market event cards, so I can disregard this actually. But I still get the 2 XP.
Okay. Wow, that was lucky.
That was pretty good.
That would have been amazing if you raced there and then they shut the market
Also,
down.
you're keeping stopping at all these yellow planets, and those cards don't give you any XP. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I'll just keep pushing this up, I guess. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to sell my liquid methane. So I have 2 of these.
Yep.
They are 43,000 each. Multiplier is still just 1.
1.5.
Right. Oh, it is 1.5 now.
It's 1.5
It was
now.
pushed to, oh, there was just 1.
It went up.
Okay.
So 1.5 times.
So 1.5 times
43.
86.
Well, what's 1.5 times 43? Let's just do
You
one.
do math completely the opposite way.
Why? And we'll just double it. So 1.5 times the 43, right? Because that's the price they're buying.
Okay.
At, 43. What's 1.5 times 43?
Oh, 43 is hard to cut in half.
Well,
but
you round down,
86
so
is a lot
21, right?
easier.
So 64.
Okay.
So you're going to get 64 per plus your bonus of 3.
Per.
So
That's
61, 64.
Each?
Yep. 128.
Okay, 128. All right.
That's how much you made.
I believe you.
100.
See, you do the splitting earlier, I think.
20. 5, 6.
I think I do
7.
I do a different kind of math.
Because math.
No, I do different math. Though.
So now you actually dropped
the price of liquid methane
back down to 1.
Yeah.
That's only 1. 1.
And 2.
No, do you
Just
have
gotta do a
300?
quick
Because once you
count
get
here.
300, you have to go back to the starter planet.
Right. Did you give me a 50 or a 5? A 5.
128 and
20.
5. Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. 1, 2, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Here. That's 50. So that's my 300.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all my extra.
All right.
So now I have to go back to the starting planet.
You do.
But I can't because I'm stuck here.
Yes, you are.
So I will stay.
Okay.
That's it. My turn.
So we're going to end the round. I take your 2 cubes, and I'm going to increase all the prices
Oh, the prices.
of everything.
Yeah, too bad I didn't bought tech.
I know. Look at
But
it.
I guess if you bought tech and were selling tech, it would have gone down.
It would have gone down. So that's still pinned. That comes up. That comes up. And that goes on. All right. These go. We are bringing out more. What do we have here? A shield booster, some torpedoes, a missile bay, fast cargo loader, just speed +1. That's all it is. It's really +1s. They're all we can really fit on these ships because they're small.
Yeah.
So I will start us out.
Okay.
I might as well just go and just sell my cargo. I'm going to get it at 1 times per, but I'm getting 43,000 times 3. It's 129 plus 3 per, which is another 9, 138,000.
Okay.
So that's the difference, right? Because I can haul 3.
Exactly. Yeah. I could actually haul 3 too. However, there was only 2 there when I picked them up.
That's true.
So
I'm going to get back 140, and I'll just take 50 back. 150. All right.
yeah. And actually, we need to put another cube here just for
Yes. So
consistency.
to bring back. I'll just get 100. Okay. And I just dropped the price again. Crushed it. So I moved 2. Oh, I got to pick a yellow card.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Didn't even do my event. Wrong cargo. You arrive at the destination and start to unload your cargo. To your dismay, you find that you... Oh, no.
Oh, no!
It's not what you loaded. What do you think? The cargo has been replaced by one of your competitors. The player to your right. The player to your right may decide what kind of cargo you are really carrying. It must be a good that is in demand at the planet space you currently
interesting.
are.
So what this means is I could say, oh, you're not actually carrying liquid methane.
Yes.
You're carrying advanced electronics.
Okay. You can do that.
I know, because advanced electronics is pinned right now at ×2 multiplier, which makes it, like, what,
48.
52?
52. Wow, that would have been a really good deal.
So no, you're
Why don't we do
carrying
that?
liquid methane.
So I get 3 XP. 3 XP.
That's another one of those shady organization cards.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I just increased my cargo
Yeah.
by 1. But yes, shady organization.
Yeah.
But now I've got, there's no way I can even get out of here. So, so that's it.
My turn.
Yeah.
7.
Boom.
Whoops. Where's my
And
six cubes?
back home she
Back
goes.
home with all my money.
So that's the short version, folks.
Yes,
300
it is.
large. Let me see how much I ended up with at the
Yes,
end, right?
let's see.
So I have 1, 2,
You were close.
250, 60, 266.
You were close.
So yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah. That was just a big sale. I got lucky.
Yeah.
I got really lucky. So.
So there you go. Let's go close this out.
Okay.
All right, Space Lane Trader. You got to see how the game plays. You
Yes.
got to see most of the actions. What you didn't get to see
It's combat.
was us fight it out.
Because you're watching
I think
us.
it's weird because it's us. But
It's actually not that bad.
it's so simple in this
Yeah.
game. Like, for example, I have an attack of 10.
right.
You have a defense of 10,
defense of 10.
right? So that's our base stat. We would each then add any like boosts that we had
Right.
for attack or defense tokens.
Like attack +2,
If you're,
defense
yeah,
+3.
if we had like
those things.
spatial torpedoes, your attack
Right.
was +1. So all your modifiers get added to that base. So I would have 10. Say I had a +1, so I'd have
Right.
11, and she had defense of 10. We would then roll a d6,
Yep.
add that to our base number, and the higher, like if you're attacking and you beat their defense, you can't tie it. You got to beat it. You win. And you win, you can take up to 2 cargo cubes from them. Or you can take 2 of these debris cards, which we didn't even get to draw this game.
Right.
But they could be components that you can equip on your ship. They could be like antiques that take up cargo space.
Right. So it's like stuff that you
Yeah.
gain from the fight, I guess.
Exactly.
Right. So,
You find it floating in space
Yeah.
from the fight. Like here's diamonds, right? Like they sell
Right.
for $58,000, right? So it just takes up like one space, or it doesn't take any space. Some of them don't.
Yeah.
And you just go to another station that has a market and you sell it.
Yeah. And some of those things, it's funny because like in other games we've played of this game, other times we've played, you will actually interact with like, I guess, alien races, or not alien races, but like other...
But like NPCs.
Yeah, exactly. And then those fights will also result in maybe those debris cards. And you have to be careful because if you're already carrying cargo, you may not be able to take like the really good cargo you want to take because those debris a lot of times will take up your cargo spot. So it's a good decision to make.
And the solo game,
Yeah.
you play against 2 AIs.
Yes.
And one of them's a merchant and one of them's a pirate. So you will be
Right.
like harassed.
Yeah, I think that's what I encountered actually was pirates.
Yeah, the pirates.
The one time,
Yeah,
so.
in one of her events. So that you can get attacked in
Yeah.
events, and you actually have to roll against, an
NPC kind of,
an event
yeah.
attack.
Right.
So you do want to make sure that you're protecting your cargo. The other ships, there's 4 different ships. There's another shipboard that has 2 larger ships, so they've got a lot more cargo. They've got a lot more space for equipment, so you can
Right.
really like juice them out, and you can probably take much bigger hauls.
Yeah.
But like if you're at a ship's spot, you can buy a new ship. So you say, okay, you know what? I'm going to make an investment here. I'm going to spend
Right.
$100 grand. I'm going to buy the next upgraded ship or whatever it costs, and get into that big one.
Yeah.
So those are a bunch of different options you have.
The other thing I want to talk about is that, like, we're playing this as a 2-player game, which is always a little bit different when we're doing these pickup and delivery,
Yeah.
no real confrontation when it's us kind of things, market manipulation, that sort of thing. This game plays up to 8
Up to 8
players.
Yeah, it's insane.
There are additional maps that get added on to, and you'll see on, well, you may not be able to see it, but like this says to Sector Vega, and that's to Sector Omega. So you have boards that'll be added to this if you're playing with more players, which not only opens up the ones that we've, closed off here, but just gives you a little bit more area to traverse.
And a bunch of different, as you can see, a ton of different goods. So many goods that you have a reference sheet that tells you
Where you
who's
can buy and
buying
sell
and
it.
who's
Yeah.
selling and at what price. Also, the other side of this board is a completely different layout, different sector,
Right.
which has different planets selling,
Yeah.
their own sets of goods, right?
Right.
So there
Yeah,
are.
that's going to be your Sector Omega, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Up there.
yeah. So this is Terra, right? So on the back of this board, I believe, is the Omega board,
Right.
and you flip this over. But in a 8-player game, you're going to have 2 boards side by
I
side.
can't imagine this with 8 people.
Yeah, that would be nuts. But it would be a pretty cool map because you'd have ships
Yeah,
everywhere.
I guess. It'd be like real space.
So, but you know what? This is the core of pick 'em and delivery. This is what
Right.
it's about with market. Just in case you were wondering, we didn't do it. But if you go to pick up contraband and you don't have a trade route permit, how do you know what cubes those represent? Well, you actually take one of these little discs. So this would be hydrogen, for example,
Right.
and you would put the cubes on this, and that would represent your smuggled
Yeah.
hydrogen. Just so you know what.
And
good it is.
I'll reveal to you this other card that I didn't play, my other market or event card, was another dirty trick. And it was just alerting customs. So basically, if you were carrying contraband, I could play this card, and it would make the event card that you just played,
Have
or
customs.
anyone just play, have the custom symbol so
That's
that you
just
would get
terrible.
caught. But
That would be a
didn't do
terrible take thatty move.
It would. So.
But that's it. Hopefully, either the campaign's live or we'll be live very soon.
Right, yeah, this may go up a little bit before the campaign gets started.
Yep. So it gives you time to go check it out, go research the game, see if it's something that interests you. But I think that about wraps this up.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. So as always, we will put a link. We'll put the link below, but we'll also lock the first comment so that you can.
Let us know
let
if
us
this
know.
helped you make a decision about whether this belongs in your collection or not.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
all right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
I'll see you.